is Vafle Kamara. Like I said, I have my second set of guests. Last guests, they come from DKT, Liberia, and we will be talking about a special promotion on Contraception Day and also level plant campaign. I have with me Avi Zermo. She's the senior marketing officer. Amanda Sema Brown, intern assistant program, and Jeneba Ojuku, the program officer, intern at DKT Liberia. Ladies, I'd like to say good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much.
Great. Let me first start off with you, Avi. Tell us more about DKT Liberia.
So DKT is a family planning NGOs. We are social marketers. We sell family planning products and also train our service providers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you've been in existence?
So DKT has been in Liberia since 2018. Yes.
Any of you could add? Tell us more about DKT.
Okay, DKT is an international NGO that was established since 1989 in the U.S., Washington, D.C., by our founder, who is late now, Phil Harvey, who worked in India the early 60s, and then he was working along with his colleague named Deep Kumar Tiake. He was the one that advocated for women of India to have access to family planning, and that when that was adopted, Phil Hardy decided to honor him and name an organization called DKT International.
Okay.
We are in 90 other countries, but in Liberia we started 2018, and since 2018 we have contributed immensely to the reduction of maternal mortality and increasing access to family planning for all.
Okay.
We are in all the counties, 15 counties of Liberia, providing family planning services and building the capacity of service and product providers to offer these services adequately to the public.
Are you for profit or non-for-profit?
We are a non-for-profit organization.
Okay.
Our goal is to increase access to sexual reproductive health and rights for especially our targeted group, the adolescents.
Avi, you're talking about maternal mortality. Then the issue of health and the Ministry of Health. Are you working along with the Ministry of Health in Liberia? Are you partners?
Sure. So we partner with the Ministry of Health.
Okay. Let me come to you, Jeneba. You are the program officer. You are an intern.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
Tell us, what sort of appreciation do you have about DKT, about the work you do?
Thank you. At DKT, since I started, it has been a great opportunity for me joining the organization, and I have learned a lot and supporting we have our contact center at DKT.
Okay.
Yes, the contact center I serve as consumer advisor too as well. So we have our hotline, the 5585, that clients or would-be clients will call to get information about DKT. We assist, or let's say we use the contact center as our means of partnering with these clients, and assisting in a way that they can get help.
Okay.
Yes, so we do that. So at the contact center, like I said, we have our hotline, the 5585, and then in the program department, we are also there. We like my colleague said, we train service providers. We do a lot. Yes.
So let me.
That's been amazing.
Great. Amanda, talking about maternal mortality, contraception, how do you get these supplies, and how has it been, and what does it take to do what you do, to train, to provide services?
So, as my colleague said, we work in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and that of the Liberia Midwife Association, the Pharmacy Board. So, for DKT, we import our own products. We have our contraceptives that are on the market, And then we focus mainly in the private sector because we know that is where we had a lot of challenges when it comes to availability of contraceptives in there. We do the service providers training because we know that before a person be capable of providing any family planning services or method, they should have the knowledge of how it works, what happens when people take the family planning concerning their side effects, which trickle more people attention when it comes to family planning. They are so concerned about what's going to happen in their body. So we train people who are educated to do the proper counseling, to drill the patient on what to expect when you are on contraceptive, and knowing that that's a prevention of unwanted pregnancy, but it doesn't stop you from getting STIs. So our service provider are being trained. Our products mainly we bring in our own contraceptives that is not very different from what the government has in the country, but we have our own brands that differ from other contraceptives that are on the market. And not only contraceptives that we bring into the country, but then we also provide the HIV self-test, where everyone will have the opportunity of knowing their own HIV status privately before moving over to the health facility where someone gets involved. And then also we have the safe abortion pills that are in the market, specifically in the clinics. Our service provider are also trained to administer those pills, because we know that if we will talk about reducing maternal mortality, we cannot divert from maintaining abortion cases in a safe manner. And for any abortion to be safe, we know that the provider should be trained, so that we also focus, because it's an important issue when we talk about reducing maternal mortality. So in these trainings, our service providers are being facilitated by the midwives from the Liberal Midwives Association, that are also trained by the Ministry of Health. And also the Ministry of Health provides some facilitators who also facilitate these trainings. So that's how we work.
Okay, Avi, talking about the quality of your products, how are they? Are they of quality?
Yes, so our products, all of our products that we bring into the country, they are of quality. Like my colleague right, they say work with the pharmacy board. So all of our products that are brought in the country,
they qualify.
yes, it's been tested and they are approved before it's in the market.
And the LMHRA also.
LMHRA as well.
Okay, and what sort of those that you work on, those that you train, and those that you provide services for, what are your targets? Are they young women? Who are those that you target, that you work with?
So our targets are people of reproductive ages. And then we focus mainly on the adolescents. Adolescents are people who 14 to 19 years who are sexually active with limited knowledge and sometimes access to family planning. So we focus on them because we know that they are our caring generation who are supposed to replace and to contribute to the country. So we don't want that population to be wasted just having children without, because at TKT we believe that let every child be wanted, and then let sex be great and people get free. So that's how we work. And also, not only the women, I know people are listening, we are not being biased, because we know that when it comes to family planning, it means a man and a woman. So we also focus on the men by providing them safe option through the use of the condoms. We have the Fiesta and also have the Kiss condoms that are available to them.
Are people taking interest in what you do? Are they taking interest?
Yes, they are, because we have had so many interaction. Like we train our service providers, and then when they after the training, they come out and say, thanks to DKT, with the knowledge people have given us and with the clients that come to buy. So DKT have varieties of commodities in the market. We have the long-term methods, the long-term products that we sell to private clinics, which is the long-term, the duration 3 to 3 years. We have the 3 years, we have the 5 to 10 years. That's the long-term. And then we have the short-term, which is the pills, the injectable, and that of the condoms. So the pills, we have the Ladia post pill, emergency pills. We have the Ladia oral daily pills.
I mean, you have to explain these all these jargons and what they
Yes,
do.
so the linear pulse pill is taking 72 hours. It's taken
Okay.
within 3 days.
Okay.
And then we have the linear oral daily pill is taken every day. It will stay in your body within 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay. And then we
So
have...
do they have side effects?
Yes, they have.
Okay. Talk us through that.
Okay, so...
Okay, when it comes to family planning, people get concerned more about the side effects. Like I will always tell someone that all medications do have side effects, but that is not what stop us from taking the medication. But the benefits we get when we take those medications are what drive us to take them. For example, before I go to my contraceptives, if you take paracetamol, the benefit is your headache will go away, your pain in your body will go away, the fever will subside. But then what are the side effects? You stand a chance of getting affected through your liver. For maybe if you take high dosage
Overdose.
or maybe you overdose, or maybe you did not even drink more water while taking it, you stay greater side effect than what you even took the medication for. Same as antibiotics. If you take antibiotics, your goal is to reduce the bacterial infection, but then you have a lot of side effects. The nausea, you're not going to feel good for that day, you're not going to have appetite. But that's the same way with the contraceptive.
Okay.
All contraceptives do have side effects. Some of the side effects are associated with the contraceptive, because one thing we should know is that it has hormone, and then those hormones are the same as those that are already in our bodies. So those hormones, when they are enter into the body, it has to take time for the body to respond. So while the body is responding, then the person will feel nauseated, the person may vomit, some people may have breast tenderness, some people may not have menstrual period for maybe 1 to 3 months, some people may spot that will cause small bleeding, intermittent bleeding, some people may have heavier bleeding, which give us a concern and say, when you are seeing heavy bleeding, please come back to the facility.
So you also advise them to seek help if they experience these effects.
Not all. Like if you are not seeing your period right away, we tell you that that's how the contraceptive works. Like I said, we already have those hormones in our body. So before they start to work, the body recognizes the medication as a foreign body first. And then when they both unite, they say, oh yes, I need you to let the person prevent themselves from unwanted pregnancy. Then later, the person start to have normal menses. Some people, they may go without having menses, but that's how it works. It doesn't trickle any additional effect. Like people will say, oh, it causing me to say my stomach getting big and so. There are other medications like the injectable, the 3 months injectable. Some people may gain weight or others may not gain weight. But gaining weight also depends on your own lifestyle changes. If you someone who drink alcohol, definitely you will gain weight.
So before you give these items, do you tell them about what you need to do to fit into how the medicine work? You know?
Definitely, that's the reason why we do trainings. And then also we have our service providers that we call the county community representatives. They are the ones who go to the community and explain these things and the expected outcomes of these contraceptives to the public. Our service providers are trained to manage these cases, and during the counseling, the clients have been told that these are the experiences you may or may not have. And the side effects, it differ from person to person based on our own body's response.
Reaction. Great. Jennifer, you want to add?
Oh yes, before the family planning procedure or the session or whatever, our counselors, like my colleague said, they have been trained already. So we have these counselors, they will do pre-counseling. They will counsel you, explain the different methods to you, and then leave you with a choice to decide on which one. So when you go ahead and decide, we will give you our hotline, or we will take your information, like your number, and then tell you that we'll call you back. So when after the procedure or after the insertion, we call these clients to check up on them. How are you feeling? At the contact center, we call our clients. How are you feeling since you took the family planning? Is it okay? If there's anything, they share with us. If we need to address anything, we address it. If there is something you are not doing right, we explain to you. So we are on track with that. The contact center is there to connect with our clients.
Okay.
So if there is anything to be addressed, then we address it.
Okay, so let's now come to the day, contraception day. When is the day? When is the celebration?
Also, World Contraception Day.
Okay.
So World Contraception Day is celebrated all around the world, and it's celebrated on the 26th of September.
Okay.
Yes. So DKT, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, is celebrating that day.
Okay.
So prior to the celebration, that's why we are here to promote the events. And then we have 3 days training for our service providers. And then on the 26th of September, which will be on Monday, we'll have live in session for interested, meaning that those who want to have the insertion. So we are here to promote the liver plant, which is the 3 years, the long-term method, 3 years contraceptive. So on that day, we'll be giving free services. And for those that will come and have the insertion, we're going to provide transportation for them. So we are here to promote that event.
Okay. So the main day, you say the day is when?
The 26th.
The 26th.
Yes.
So are there indoor programs? Is the Ministry of Health organizing an indoor program, official program? So just paint us a picture, any of you, how the day going to be celebrated.
Yes, the Ministry of Health also has planned to celebrate that day. And also we are working in collaboration with them. There will be an indoor program. It will be hosted by the Ministry of Health, but I think that they have specific invitees that will be part of that activity. And also they will have a walk on that day, but I'm not here to promote their activities because so DKT,
they didn't pay for the airtime anyway.
So DKT on that day, we wouldn't have a specific indoor program. What will happen in the morning is the service providers who have already been trained days before the 26th, we will all be there, branded t-shirts and banners, everything supporting the days. And there will be some clients who are already listening to us or who may hear it, and they will be there very early because the activity will be starting from 9 a.m. Monday morning. So they will be there. We'll have an official opening with that the WAPO, who is
where exactly the venue?
The venue is Pinsville Town Hall, where the WAPO will officially, with other partners, will officially open the activity, and then rather we will have the insertion going on. We have a station booths that will be set up that we wouldn't want to take more time of the clients who are coming to do the insertion. We have 30 service providers who will be doing the insertion at separate points. You can go to service provider A, you can go to B, whoever that attracts you or where your name is called, you can just join the line and do your insertion. Right from there, you can leave.
So you say it's free of charge?
Free of charge.
Absolutely.
Do you have a target of people you want to service, maybe a day? Because when you say free of charge and you're talking about transportation will be made available, I mean, people will chip in,
Yeah, so it's only a day. Okay. So we encourage everyone to come. If we have 500 persons that day, we are ready to serve. But our target is between 150 to 200. We are saying 150 to 200. We don't want someone coming by 7 p.m. thinking that because it's free, so you can take advantage of any time. Our working time will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. If you come after 5 p.m., you may be late. And any other procedure that may follow the following day, it will not be like the one that will happen on the 26th. So we are open for 200 persons. Okay. If we have more than 200 persons, we know definitely you need that service, we can improvise.
Okay. So what happens to your clients, RV, in the counties? What happens to them? Any program for them?
Okay, so for this year, we have decided to do the promotion in Morovia. Okay. So we will still have activities for them. We still have a team, but this year we are focusing in Morovia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just joined us, you're listening to the Super Morning Show on ELBC Radio. I have with me my guests. They come from DKT, Liberia. They are Avi Zermo, the Senior Marketing Officer, Amanda Sema Brown, Interim Assistant Program Officer, Jeneba Ojuku is a program officer and intern as well. They're talking about contraception day and the contraceptives itself. Now, let's talk about the level planned. Level planned. What is level planned? What is it?
The liver plant is one of our family planning methods. You know, a lot of people know it as the 3 years.
Okay.
So we are promoting
Now they can
it.
put in the arm.
Yeah, the 3 years that goes into the arm. We are promoting it this year because we want people to know the brand name, the liver plant.
The liver
We
plant.
want them to know about the liver plant. So we are using this year World Contraception Day to promote the liver plant.
Is
The
it
liver-
new on the block?
We've been having it for some time, but like I said, a lot of people know it to be the 3 years.
Oh,
Hey, you know.
they don't know the name.
Yeah, so it's an emergency. It's a contraceptive that lasts for 3 years. It's in the arm. It's placed in the arm, the less dominant arm, upper arm. We place
In the
it
form
there.
of what, injection?
I know we.
Oh, I don't need to know
It's
about
an
that.
implant. So you implant.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you plan it in the arm.
Okay.
So it lasts for 3 years. Yes,
And so is there to prevent
pregnancy. as
pregnancy.
well. Yes.
You know, so who are those to take it? Adolescent,
No,
young women?
not only adolescent. It's for women of childbearing ages.
Age, okay.
Or women of childbearing ages. Yes.
So of all the contraceptives that you have, which ones are the most wanted? Is it a hard question?
No, it's not. It's not a hard
It's
question.
not a hard question.
Me
It's
being a
because
social
everything-
marketer, I will tell you that.
Everything.
But people, don't we have women that have similarity in conditions? Like, which kind of condition that is similar? Like when I'm coming to DKT, the kind of contraceptive I want is almost the same that my colleagues, my friends want. You know, don't we have that, or people just go and take what they want?
Okay, so when it comes to family planning, once a person comes in the room of the counselor and say, I want a family planning, they are being counseled all the family planning methods available.
Okay.
And then we allow the person to make their informed choice. Oh, yes, I want
What if their choice is wrong? Because people
Their choice-
make mistakes.
So their choice, and no, we won't consider it being wrong, because we have all the methods available. We have the linear injectable that lasts for 3 months. We have the pills that they take every day. We have the emergency contraceptive pill that is being taken 72 hours after unprotected sex. We have the 3 years liver plant inserted in the upper arm. We have the IUCD that's inserted for 5 years up to 10 to 12 years. And then we have the condoms available. These options are given to the clients. And then they decide that, oh, I don't want to be on very long term. I just want to be 3 months. And then they go for the linear injectable. Someone will say, I want to save myself for 3 years. After 3 years, I can decide I want to have a child. The person go in for the 3 years, the liver plant. Somebody may say, I want the IUCD. It doesn't have hormone. It doesn't interfere with my menstrual period. I will have limited side effects. So the person say, I take the IUCD, and no one knows I'm taking IUCD or contraceptive except I say so. So that person go in for the 6 years. We feel that once the person have accepted to take any of those methods, it means that that's their choice. After everything, they'll say, thank God that I took the one alright for me. But if you, the counselor, if you impose on the client that the one you deciding is not very good for you, the person come back with a blinking and saying that I never wanted it, but because you gave it to me, those side effects are happening because it didn't agree with me. But if the person choose and you tell them that, oh, these are the expected side effects, and if they go out of your room and they start to have those side effects, they say, they won't told me. But if you impose, if those side effects kind of say because you impose on them. So we don't.
So it comes down to how you explain the contraceptive. If you explain one more, let me say sexy than the other one, you say this one, is nice. The kind of way you message it to the client, could lead to the client taking the one against her will. So do you take that into consideration for your counselors?
Yes.
Or the messaging is the same. You don't have to put
Yeah.
romance on the other one.
No,
So another way is we have the medical criteria eligibility card. If the person takes the liver plant, the person choose to take the liver plant, and then there are other health conditions that may tell the person, no, this one is not good enough for you. So you explain it to them. Or you want the liver plant, but because of this health condition,
That you have.
yes, you
Okay.
can't take it. So that leave the person to say, oh yeah, because I wanted it, this method, and then I can't take it because of my health condition. So the counselor told me to take this one, I'll be better for me. So that had a well, we don't add more sex in there to
Yeah,
a
so the
person.
explanation. Anyway, let me come to something, some kind of concern I've heard from young women, that some of these contraceptives fail. They do fail. For example, you take it with the hope that it will do what you want, but you still get pregnant. Has there been a case like that before?
Okay, we have contraceptive failure, that is true. And it depends on the method that the person is using. Example, someone who's using the contraceptive pills, we say you take it every day, same time, to keep it effective, because it lasts in the body for 24 hours. And then the person who goes out of the counselor room, and then they took it 9 a.m. tomorrow, they forgot and took it by 10 a.m. In between there, you have 25 hours. So that may cause contraceptive failure. The person may get pregnant. We tell them that for sure, if you don't stay consistent with the time, a contraceptive may fail.
So the failures are basically associated with the everyday,
associated with the timing,
With time.
yes.
the timing. But what about the 30 months, the 30 years? Do we have failings with them?
We have not really had those experiences with contraceptive failure while taking the 3 months injectable or the implant being inserted. We have not had. So for that, we say when it's just being inserted, you have to wait 7 days
Oh, 7 days.
before having unprotected sex.
Any contraceptive for that
Any
matter?
contraceptive for that matter, because you came in the counselor room, and then we asked for your LMP. LMP is the last menstrual period, and then the person, maybe they don't even identify, or they are not seeing their period right away. So with that, we say, because we have to adjust the cycle of the female reproductive organ, so we ask you to wait for 7 days. After 7 days, the body by that time must have gotten adjusted, then the contraceptive will work. 7 days we are not following you, we are only give you an advice. So after the word say use condom, if you must have sex, use condom.
Oh,
But
you go and do your own thing.
we are not in the room. What happens when sex is going on? So if you don't follow the rule, you may have contraceptive failure in between there.
Okay. And you hold. The client can hold you responsible.
The client can.
Do you get sued for a failure that will lead to contraceptive failure lead to death?
We have not had
Yes, not
any.
had that.
Yeah, and we don't even hope
We don't intend
to
it.
have that. But if we have those methods, what we'll do is to encourage you. Maybe you did not take the OCP on time as prescribed. We just encourage you have that baby, and later you can do another contraceptive method.
Okay, so I think we'll try to go to the line now and hear from callers. So if you want to be a part of the program, you can call us on 0880-514-096, 0880-514-096, or 077058-1886, 077058-1886. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. What's the name?
Okay, this is Abenego G. Nita. I call you from People.
Let's hear you.
Thank you, sir, for the program, and thank to your two studio guys that follow them very well through their explanations. I think they demonstrate very well. But I have two concerns. The first concern is there is an allegation in speculation that the government allowed people stop to family planning because they say, according to the information, the population of the country is very slow. So they want people to have babies so that the population can be increased. How true is this? And second is also an allegation that if we want to take the family planning, when that one expired, you should give specific days before taking another one, because if you do not do that, there will be infection. How true is this? Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's hear from this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
My name is Marcia Sambola. I'm calling from Sopini.
Let's hear you, Mercy.
Yeah, I want to know if only the 3 years will be given on that money or all our mentors will be given to.
On the World Contraception Day.
Yeah, on the 26th.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So you can. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. What's the name?
I'm Daniel M. Bagley. I join you from Philly Junction.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I want to say bravo to your studio guest. I have some concerns. Taking a injectable contraceptive, I want to know some effects. There are some ladies that take this injection. They don't see their menstrual period like for every month, and I want to know what's the effect it has. And there are some of them, when they take it, they have stomach injected and they're not receiving. So I want to know if there is an effect on that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. What's your name?
My name is Musu L. Johnson. I call from Timber Village.
Go ahead, Musu.
My son is a nurse.
Okay.
One of the hands up for the student guest. Just more education. But there's our comment. The progress, like she is saying. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening.
We have a struggling of wind that if the woman comes and don't know or MP as she said in last menstrual period, that we will make it will tell us. I mean, it will tell us. Sorry, it will tell us when the woman was pregnant and how old is the pregnancy and when the woman will deliver. Then we tell her that you got pregnant at so month at this day. Yes.
Okay. So what is your question?
Like I said, but she is just on track. She is, I would say, 99% correct. And what else she is saying?
Oh, okay.
But that's a what cancer.
Oh, okay.
When you talk about energy, and that you are concerned,
Okay.
and then she say, I explain to you.
Okay.
So I then will add on her explanation.
Okay.
That if the woman comes and you ask her when you got pregnant, I can't remember, I don't know.
Okay.
So we have a will, gestational will. That will tells us when this woman, got pregnant, when she
Okay.
was labor, how old is the pregnancy. And every time they gave the wish month of that
Okay.
pregnancy.
Okay. Let's hold you there. Thank you. Let's hold you there and speak to this caller. Sorry. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. I'm fine. What's your name? Yeah, let's hear you.
I have a senior case where I took the family planning, and then after 3 more, I don't receive, and I went back, I took it again. After 3 more again, I never received again, so I stopped it. And then I never received again for another 3 months. So after that, I was 9 months. So after that 9 months, I received.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you want to know what's responsible for that?
Yeah, I really want to know.
Okay. Okay, they will answer you. Let's hear from this person. Morning. Good morning. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to tell you that you for me, I tried once. I put my life on 1 year. And they said, what is saying that you get pregnant again, though, is that if you know, you start maybe in the medicine, or the limiting this thing. But when you started, it was saying, I'm going to come to you.
Okay.
The only 3 months. I just say my rock to see it. So now you take them out and you pass, and then we say the sample.
Okay.
So again, I don't know, thank you for that. That one or thing, the other one or thing, so one or thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from this person. He's Mr. Prince Tamba. Mr. Tamba, good morning.
Good morning, Larry. It's been a while. I've not been on the radio for so long. But this topic today is stimulating. I know our sisters and our mothers are listening. But, some of us have a concern about population growth. We know they mean well. And every woman has a decision to make for their own life, for their own health. But looking at our population, we have a serious issue. This affects government delivery. This affects other parts of our lives because, up to now, our population is about between 4 or 5 million. And when are we going to grow? With this, it's a good idea. It's a good thing, but I just also want them to think about it a little bit and talk. I know the Christians will also be thinking about this, especially the Catholics, but look, I'm looking at a part of the population.
Okay.
Our population needs to grow. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we can come back to you guys. I think he struck a very good point. The reason why you see country like China, India, they have some level of advantage, or Nigeria with regards to the market is because of population. And with population, you have labor, a very big labor market or workforce. So are you thinking about the population of the country? Don't you think this country needs to grow in terms of population to get things done, to grow the market?
Yes, we consider that. We know that it is very, very important for every country. But then what happens, we said that we have varieties of contraceptives. So it's not possible that all the women in the country will be on contraceptive at the same time. While my 3 months is ending, someone is pregnant. And then when they are taking the 3 months, my 3 months have ended or my 3 years have ended, and I'm getting pregnant. So there is no way that all the women in the country will be on the same method and will not give birth in the whole year round together. What happens?
It's an interesting response to it. In the first place, I think you just need to add that it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
So, for our country to grow, we need people who are ready and prepared to contribute to the economics.
Sure.
So, if I have 2 babies that I'm able to send to school, I educate them very well because the ability of every parent to build their child's life is important, and that affects the nation very well. So if I have 5 children, I can't cater to them. I can't even provide food for them. Even the little government school they will ask me to just buy my children uniform, I can't even afford. And then I keep those children on the street selling to provide for every one of us. Those children don't contribute to the economy of the country. They are considered liabilities to the country. So what we are saying, you can have the number of children that you decide or you desire, but then what you should do is, are you ready to send them to school? Are you ready to provide all their human rights, where you can shelter them, you can provide those food and milk, whatever that they need to be strong adults? If you are limited infants, please born the one that you are able to cater, because we know our setting. Even if you born 2, you have additional 2 that will come from outside. So if you born 5, you can't even provide for 5. Then your other 2 that are coming from outside out to it, what will happen? Those children, are they ready to provide or contribute to our growth?
Okay,
so for sure to say, we're not stopping creation, like we will say. We're not stopping you from having children. Just have them when you are ready. We just want to prevent unwanted pregnancy. That's all. There was a caller that said government
unwanted pregnancy, not unwanted STIs.
Yes, it's there as well. The condom will stop, the condom will help in that area. So, yeah. So the caller said the government of Liberia stop family planning. That we don't know about. The government of Liberia is still supplying family planning in government hospitals. So we can't say the government of Liberia stop family planning.
Okay, they stop it at government hospitals. They stop it at government hospital?
No,
Yeah,
the
not
government
aware.
is supplying. We are not aware that they stopped.
Okay.
Because
But the
government
fact that the
supplying.
health ministry partners with
Partner
you
with us,
is an
so
approval.
yes.
Okay.
So they're aware. And
Somebody talks about, the irregularity of menstruation and the consistency in menstruation as the side effects. Yeah.
Okay, I heard say the big saying big stomach, it cause somebody stomach, the person not having any menses. Like we said earlier, we have some side effects that are associated with the contraceptives when it comes to amenorrhea, where the person is not having menses, the absence of menstruation, it happens and it varies from person to person. We say that that's how the contraceptive works. And then after some time, the person will start to see their normal flow. And then he also mentioned about somebody's stomach getting big. We did say again that some people gain weight while others don't gain weight. If a person gains weight, especially for the female, we have adipose tissue that are in our breast, our stomach, and also our gluteus, and our butt, right? Those areas of our body, they enlarge so quickly, so it's not really making the person's stomach big, but rather the person is gaining weight. And as a female, I listen to somebody saying, "What is woman without a big stomach?" It's just a saying, right? But then when we gain weight, our stomach will get big faster, especially when you have already had child or children. So it's not really that the person's stomach is getting big, but the person is actually gaining weight. So
Okay.
it happens.
another person asked whether there will be other family planning methods that day. For that day, which is the 26th, the World Contraception Day, we are promoting the liver plants alone. So we'll be doing only liver plant insertions that day.
Oh, only liver plant.
Liver plants, yes.
So no other service.
No other one. Only the liver plants,
Only the
which
liver
we are
plant, which
giving
will
out
be
free
free.
that day.
But before you do that, there should be high demand for it. Is there a high demand for it?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
There is.
Okay.
Our today being on the radio, we are already generating the demand. And we have our county community representatives who go in the community, talk to people about it, and we have our influencers
Who has been promoting
who have
this
been, we have the
activity.
Keisha.
We have Keisha, the comedian. We
Oh,
have
okay.
Fifone, who is a musician. And we have Sexy MC, who is a journalist as well. So
Okay.
they have been promoting the event World Contraception Day, the 26th of this month. They have been promoting this activity since the beginning of this month
Okay.
on their social media platforms. So if you want to see some of the things they have been saying concerning the liver plant, kindly visit their Facebook pages and see.
Okay. Maybe we need to talk more about how these services that you render are in no way hurtful to the population.
So our work in Liberia is impactful. Like our lay emphasis on our maternal mortality rate. When we came to Liberia 2018, I'm not here to represent the Ministry of Health, right? But that is statistics that have been published. So when we started our operation in 2018, the maternal mortality rate was 1072 per 100,000 live birth.
Okay.
And then until now, we have the reduction where we have 742 person per 100,000 live birth. We feel that the availability of family planning services in all areas, the public facility, the private facility, the medicine stores, and the pharmacies have allowed more people to have access to using the contraceptives. And not only that, but the education and the awareness of using these products are one of the key factors we take into consideration. It's possible that the contraceptives may be available in the outlets, but who are there to educate the people to say, oh, you can go to John Clinic, you can go to JFK, you can go to PSAM Clinic, and then you get these services. Other people, maybe they felt that only when I go to Planned Parenthood on 18th Street, I will get the services, not knowing the clinic right next to you have the same services going on, or the medicine stores and pharmacy have those products there available. So that is one of the things we take into consideration, the education, and we have done that, or we are still doing that in the schools, We are doing that in the marketplaces. We're doing it in all the communities. We even go as far as going to entertainment centers and doing some promotion where we do some fiesta jam in the street. We do some kids promotion in the street, motorbike riders. Maybe you have seen some our aprons that have been in the street by the street sellers. Yes, most of the girls at Famuma, they are there wearing it. That's all awareness of the brands that we do. Okay. We have some signboards that we do around. So it is important to let people know that these services are available in different areas. And then they can have access, they have the knowledge, and then we have it at affordable cost that everyone can get. And also what we do is we have some promotion that we call the family planning activation with that. We subsidize the cost of the long-term methods where we allow them to just pay a minimum or no data to get these services in any of our facilities.
Okay, so we're already running out of time. Let me hear you, Avi, then we'll go over to Geneva.
Okay, so as a marketing officer from DKT, I'm also here to promote some of my brands. So in DKT, we have 3 brands. And our brands are the Fiesta, Kiss, and Ladium. So for Fiesta, we have the Fiesta condom. We have 7 variants. So the Fiesta All Night, Extra Teen, the Doomsaw, the Classic, the Strawberry, and the Fruity condom. So we have, it's a variance. We don't say types because they have the same thing. So we call it variants.
Okay.
To spice
with
up,
different names.
Different names. To spice up your sexual drive. Everybody have their own flavor that they like. So we want to give everybody the chance to have theirs. Okay. And then for the lady, we have the long term and we have the short term. So for the short term, we have the lady emergency pills. It go for 72 hours. And we have the oral daily pills, which we go for the 24 hours. Then we have the lady IUD. It's the intrauterine device. That one is done at the clinics. So basically, DKT we deal with pharmacy medicine stores and we deal with private clinics. So all of our long-term methods are done in the private clinics because you have to use some sterilized or instrument to do it. Okay. And then for the pharmacy and medicine stores, they are short-term methods. So we also have the Ladio injectable. It's the 3 months. So it's a short-term method. So we are encouraging all of you out there to take advantage of this opportunity that is coming on the 26th of September, where we have the live insertion of the liver plants. Like we said, the liver plant is the 3 years. We want people to know the brand and not basically the duration. Okay. So it's liver plants. And then those who will come for the insertion, those who will have the services, will have transportation to take them back. Because the thing is that we are not giving you transportation to come. Okay. You are coming on your own. So whilst you are going back, we want to pay your way to go. And don't worry, you're going to get a good amount. And you say, oh, wow, I didn't know I was going to get this amount. Okay. So we are encouraging everybody to be there. And come, let's celebrate the day together. Okay.
Let's hear you, Geneva.
Thank you. So at DKT, we have DKT over the years has worked hard, to create a reputable brand that will enable us get loyal customers. And as such, we remain committed to providing the brand experience that our clients need. So in this light, I would like to encourage each and everyone listening to me right now. You can send out the information as well to somebody else. Call us on 5585 if you need any information about DKT. Our program will be on the 26th. We are encouraging everyone to be a part of it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, Amanda, you want to close up?
Okay, thank you very much for having us here and all of our people who are
lastly, do you say you have some of the contraceptive for men?
We have the condoms.
Oh, just
like we said. Okay. And we also have a surgical method that we call the vasectomy. Okay. That is a permanent method for someone who no longer want to have any baby. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody was asking.
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
But they can contact us on 5585 about that.
Where is your office?
On the FE Shaka
Divan building.
Oh, okay.
We have our office there.
All right. Go ahead.
So we say thank you for having us on the radio, and everyone who's listening to us, we encourage you to use your contraceptive. Let us have the baby that we want. And the 26th will be a very good experience for every one of us. We are encouraging everyone to come. That's why we are giving transportation. We are not giving transportation because we want to draw you there, but we want you to come, because some people say, I can't come because I can't get money to pay my way. We're doing it so all of y'all can come. All our mothers who are listening, our parents who listening to us, and our sister then, even our motorbike rather than encourage your sister, encourage your woman, encourage your daughter, let them come, because there's school been here for every one of us. 3 years, you go far in school to be able to prepare for the future. Please let us use this day as ours.
Thank you. Well, this is how we close up on this presentation of the Super Morning Show. They are Avi Zemo, Amanda Sema Brown, and Jennifer Ojuku. They come from DKT, Liberia. My name is Vafle Kamara, and this is how we end this presentation of the Super Morning Show. You can join the team tomorrow for another presentation.